I made 55k in April, and the 2 months after that, I probably had the lowest months that I've had the entire year. And I wanted to just talk to you guys a bit about how that actually happened. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Liam. I'm a 19-year-old South African entrepreneur, and I'm currently building a private members club, an exclusive founders network for African entrepreneurs, and I do consulting for content as well. And we'll get a bit more into that later on. But yeah, boys, April was probably one of the best, if not the best, month I've had so far this year, business wise. And in general, I was really honestly feeling like that guy. I was feeling like the man, because it was one of the points in my life where it was like the most amount of money I had ever made online. And to be honest, it was a surreal feeling in the beginning, like seeing myself, doing the setting and getting these closes, and the numbers are rolling, the money's coming through, the account was looking healthy. I was just looking at the payments that I knew were coming through, and I was like, wow, we actually did it. Like, and it was one of my goals, which was to hit 50k that month, and we hit 55. And then, I mean, honestly, it was a great month. Like, I can't complain, and I honestly felt like I really felt like the man. I felt almost like I had made it, like I had achieved one of the bigger milestones. And after that, I kind of noticed a lot more comfortability and complacency come through on my end. To be honest, I wasn't like locked in as much, working as hard. And there were also some issues that came through in this, company that kind of derailed us as the setters in the company, and just the organization, in terms of we weren't making the money that we wanted to make. Certain systems were not dialed in. It just became difficult for us, and that honestly led to May and June being pretty rough months, like business wise. And I was still, doing my best, putting in my work every single day. I was a bit more complacent, a bit more comfortable, but I was still putting in the work. I was still grinding, also having to have uni alongside that. I was balancing the two. Exam season was coming up, so I was just doing the absolute best that I could to manage everything at that point in time. And I also started going out a lot more, having fun with the boys. Yeah, having fun with the boys, um, going out to the club, going out to other homies, everybody's cribs, chilling, just kind of more so enjoying life, if you want to say, getting a lot more experiences in. And it was good to do that, because for 2 months I pretty much didn't. During March and April, I didn't go out or do anything. Pretty much I was just locked in, completely. And it was good to do that, to kind of just refresh my mind, kind of just have, if you want to say, a little bit of balance in everything. But yeah, because I think there is a time to have some fun, and there's a time to actually lock in. And the last 2 months, May and June, were more so time to enjoy, and I had a bit more fun than I probably should have. So I'm definitely, and so far in July, it has been a better month, you know, definitely been a better month so far. And it's coming up to the end of July now. Got about, yeah, it's tomorrow's gonna be the 20th of July. So and this past week I was genuinely pretty sick, to be honest. Like, I could barely move, couldn't work much, but I was still doing my best. Ended up going to hospital, getting out of hospital. And during that whole period, I was really like in my head a lot about the whole, last couple of months. What have I been doing wrong? Why aren't things going the way I want them to go? Is it a me problem? Is it a environment problem, systems problem? Like, what is it? I was really doubting myself a lot during that period in time, and honestly had thoughts about just quitting, leaving things, and probably just leaving the game as a whole. But I had to genuinely remember why I even got into this journey in the first place. Why did I start creating content? Why did I start building businesses? Why did I just do all of this? Like, why am I even here, And it's mainly for the simple mission of inspiring other people. I know it's a very cliche thing to say these days, but it's so true for me. Like, to inspire somebody who feels as though they can't do something, to reframe and reshape their limiting belief so that they can actually believe that they can do something from seeing me do it. Like, that's something that brings me so much fulfillment. And of course, making money is part of it. I enjoy making money. Like, who doesn't enjoy making money? And I'd be a liar if I said that wasn't part of it. But it's really a lot to do with just inspiring those, doing it for those who can and doing it for those who can't, and documenting my journey in business, in life, just everything that I'm doing, posting content. And I'm really craving a lock-in season now. After the last 2 months of, being locked in but not really being locked in, I'm really craving a lock-in season. And I know I spoke a little bit about it in the beginning, but what we're currently building is Africa's premier founder network for entrepreneurs called Private Victories Club, and also just doing consulting on content for niche experts, in their fields. And those are the main two things that we're working on, just putting in the hours, just building and building. The whole vision is to, essentially with Private Victories, is to build Africa's premier private network for entrepreneurs so that you can network, solve business problems, scale faster, and have like-minded guys throughout you during the whole journey, because it's something that I have always wanted, and I wanted to create that exact product and that exact experience for so many more entrepreneurs, because even some of the best moments that I've had across the last couple of months of this year have been around other guys. Yes, it's been amazing. It's cool to sit down and just build by yourself, but at the same time, it's been amazing to be hopping on co-working calls at 10, 11 p.m. with the guys that you are essentially competing against in your sales team, or other entrepreneurs. You guys are all building, pushing each other to reach new heights, making genuine friendships and more money in the process. And it's like, why wouldn't you want to do that, So we're currently prepping for our founding dinner on the 8th of August. Just gonna be rolling that out soon, getting applications in, securing our founding class of members at the moment. And then on the consulting side of things, activating that as well, getting that going, and just really locking in. So I'm excited, bro. I'm personally excited. There's a lot of cool things on the way, and I'm just ready to absolutely dial in and make things happen, because life has its ups and downs. Life is its own cadence of things. And it's okay to go through hard things. It's okay to go through tough things. But at the end of the day, if you just keep getting up, you just keep going, then that's literally the most important thing. You know, a quote that I heard the other day, it was actually from one of my boys. Shout out Bandile. And it goes, until death, all defeat is psychological. And that's something I've really been wanting to ingrain in my mind. That nothing is impossible. And until I leave this earth in the next, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, the defeat that I face is in here. And if I'm strong in my mind, I won't be able to lose. I'll just learn from the mistakes and continue to improve. So, yeah, just wanted to come on here, share a little bit about my story and what's going to be next for us. So if you're an entrepreneur, you know, you want to join what we have going on, what we're building at Private Victories, I'll leave the IG and the way to do that in the description. And other than that, I'll catch you guys super soon on the next YouTube video. Much love, and let's keep locking in.